In the world today, we have young people studying technology in every way because typically the technology field is useful to everyone in America. Most of us require technology to do our jobs. We have our email, we have our social media channels, we have our professional networking groups, we have our online and offline profiles that present our promise to the world. We don't always give every detail of our background, and there's a reason for that. It's to keep the limit of fraud down. You see, a fraudulent person will produce a photograph and change yours out and put theirs in. A fraudulent person will take upon your name and your profile and pretend to be you or someone else, and then again, you say, "Who's next?" You see, a liar will steal mail. A fraudulent person will interfere with your relationships in an apartment complex. They will piss all over you. They might even enter into your home with a maintenance man pretending that they're allowed to be there. Or maybe if they have a key in case of emergency, they'll abuse that key by lying to themselves about their rights to walk in and playing around in your home. They don't have the right to do that. I do remember a moment in time when I was last in my apartment, and I can't remember the name of the apartment complex, in honesty, but it was on a major street, 146th Street, going through the community of Carmel to Noblesville. And I was staying and residing there because it was someplace I could afford and my mother could support me there. But the truth is, I had gone through a transition. I had lost my wife, but that's not the point. The point is, I remember waking up in the middle of the night with my clothing disheveled. But I also remember waking up another time where the light was on in my office and I knew I had not left it on. God advised me not to go, not to look in, and just to listen to the noise that was going on and to go back to sleep. What I knew is that someone had entered into my house illegally. One of the last nights that I was at my home, I had set up a whole bunch of alarms on the windows and doors, so just in case they were coming in illegally with the key, I'd be notified. They're those great old-fashioned screeching alarms that we usually put up on doors to alert us if one of our children, who's just big enough to turn the doorknob, tries to go out the door. And openly, went screeching off. It woke me from sleeping on the floor, and I went to see, and the door was left wide open. I had locked the house completely. The difficulty of having trail cameras is that my 3 trail cameras have been stolen from my storage unit. The other difficulty is that I had a 5-camera security system to help me to figure out who was entering my home and stealing from me. But if you're a maintenance person, or if you're a person who has electronic capabilities, like you're a person who works in lawn care and other things, you might know where that old switch is to turn the entire building off. So during the night, someone could walk in your house by just turning off all the power. Now, there are more expensive electronic equipment and security cameras that do continue to power on even if you lose power. It's something that high-end companies do because they don't want people pretending to be something they're not.